When you look at this season, would you say that consistency was probably the biggest issue that you guys weren't able to kind of get a hold of?
Yeah, one of the issues, for sure. I mean, we had swings where we were had good stretches where we were winning games, and we've had swings where you have to stop the bleeding before it gets to a point where you can't recover.
But in terms of what we saw on Saturday night to what we just saw tonight, It seems to me there is a classic example of where this season's been.
Yeah, sure, and that's pretty much it. I mean, we 5-on-5. Our play against LA was really good tonight. We were awful.
Any sense of why?
No, not right now. I thought we had a handful of players they came to play tonight. I think everybody here probably knows who those players are, and the rest did not. We looked for an easy game, was my opinion on it, and I think that's what we ended up getting.
Why has that been a theme versus lower opponents the past season and change, Ryan?
Yeah, I know that's kind of the question that gets asked a fair bit. Chicago's a team that we've had trouble with. Columbus is a team that we've had trouble with. But coming into tonight, the last couple of years against Anaheim, San Jose, teams that have been below us, the record hasn't been all that bad. So I think when you have nights like this one where we are awful and we don't play well, that stuff always gets magnified a little bit.
Any update on Joel Hanley?
I don't have anything yet, no.
And when you shuffled the lines in midway through the game, what was your? I assume you're just looking for a spark.
Oh yeah, I mean we had one line that was going. That's the line that stayed together. So the rest, I don't think had a lot of. They didn't have a lot of gas. They didn't have a lot of push in their game tonight, and there wasn't nearly enough bite from those other lines like we saw from the one line in particular.
Something specific about their game that gave you guys trouble, or do you feel like this was more on your group tonight?
This was more. Well, they came in and played a good game. I mean, but this was on us, for sure. The way we played.
That line, what are you seeing from them? It seems like every game they're getting even a little better.
Yeah. Well, you have Naz is competitive. Poss knows his role really well. Again, I think he had 7 or 8 hits tonight. And Kuzi's starting to feel good about his offensive game. So he wants the puck. He wants to be around it. And I think the three of them are starting to feed off of each other, as you mentioned.
When did you start to see that confidence in Kuzmenko maybe blossom a little bit more?
Probably St. Louis. That was one of the games. Like he was having some stretches where he was a little bit up and down. Some nights where he wasn't playing a lot. Some nights where he was playing more. But I felt like in St. Louis he was skating. And he was much more involved in the game, which allowed him to play and touch the puck a lot more than he had in the prior games. So he's been able to maintain that over the last 3 games, and that's great for us and great for him.